and live and in color. You look like you're a little browner today.
It's probably the light.
Probably the light. Probably the light. Welcome everybody to the BS show. We are live today. If you haven't figured it out, we are here. Make sure you guys do say what's up so that way we can shout you out. Woohoo, loud. Am I loud? Who's loud? Am I loud or is Next Level loud?
Am I loud? I shouldn't be loud.
Who's the loud one? Probably me. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff with streaming. As you can see, crazy streaming news updates, live show, Beyond the Streams podcast. Crazy crap is going on out there. What's up, Troop? Troop is in the house. Smack that thumbs up. Always want to give a big shout out to Trooper. Trooper's been in the game for such a long time, constantly posting comments all the time. So every time you do stop by, Troop, we appreciate you. What's up, Mike G? What's cracking? 619. He says someone's loud. Maybe I'm loud. You're loud. I don't know. Let us know who's loud. Oh, that's probably the loud part.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, it always clips my speakers when you do that.
And
here we go.
Oh my god.
What's up, Buzz? Is this live? This is live. What is up? Stuart, que pasa? Roger, what's up? Diamond Dave, Pien. What's up, dude? How's it going? Santos, Charles, Shrink and Sharon, good to see you. Latif, what's cracking? Richard Ferguson, what's up? If we miss anybody, we do apologize. We always tell everybody when you come in, please hit that thumbs up and say hello real quick. Just say what's up. We always try to kick it off. J Marie, how you doing? But yeah, last week we had a donation. We had a super chat. So I just want to say thank you. Forgot who it was because we constantly write it down, but it's been crazy. Boom, the freaking Juggernaut's here. I gotta wait. Hold on. I got a sound for you, Juggernaut. There you go, Jugs. Just for you, Jugs. Hope you're doing good, Juggernaut. What's up, Terror? How are you doing?
I think this is our 130th episode, but I could be wrong.
Yeah?
Pretty sure.
Is it?
We're pretty damn close. If it's not, it is. It could be over. It could be under. We're one up or one under.
Like over, under. I will say this, though. Sometime around a year ago, we were talking about stuff.
It's true? Yep. Wait. We are in April. Next month is May. So we made the decision to start Beyond the Streams roughly around today. It had to be roughly around today because I remember the conversation went, okay, we have a month to get this running and rolling and out.
Actually, was it no? Because we went. Oh no, you're right. Because we wanted to set everything up in June,
right?
So we could be live in July,
right?
So yeah. So it's been a year, and it took me all year to grow this.
Oh my god. Hey, I grew back my beard. It's a mess. It's a disaster.
It's a mess. Hey, where's Mibsyn? Buzz says Mibsyn says that wasn't boomy enough.
Give me one second.
Oh, there's Mibsyn. Insert fart noise here. My bodyguard is in the house. What's up, Mibsyn? What's up, Grunt Streams and Tadao? Charles says happy bromance anniversary. I threw in the bromance. Should we do the Jugs explosions again? Jugs, are you still here? Are you still here, Jugs? So, yeah, anybody who's out there, and if you haven't said hello, just say a quick hi. We'll say hello. Oh, he is here. Hold on. Should I turn this thing up? Just for the Jugs?
What are we turning
Ready?
Up?
I don't know. I don't know how loud this is going to be. Ready? Incoming.
Oh, man. Coffee.
Was that loud?
Yeah, it was okay.
Wasn't too bad?
Your and is louder.
Oh, What is that? Oh man. So we got a couple things, man. A couple things. Well, we did talk about crypto last week, and crypto's going all over the place. It's bouncing back up.
Yeah. And we released a video yesterday or the day before about cryptocurrency and some of the apps that we use. So if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you do.
For sure. Yeah, check out that last video. We do talk about the different apps that I use here in the States, and Next Level talks about some from the Canada, We the North peeps.
Yeah, the Canadian app stock. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. So check out that video. A lot of good information. We're going to be doing some tutorials a little bit on when to invest, when not to invest, stuff like that. And yeah, it's crazy. It's been crazy. Just don't freak out if it dips. Just hold the line. Hold the line.
Oh my God.
Okay. Netflix. New features will automatically play something to watch based on your interest. I don't know how I feel about that.
Are they invading your mind at this point?
I don't know. I don't know.
Here's a good question, though. How often are we spending time on YouTube watching videos that we didn't technically search for? It's YouTube just suggesting, hey, you like this stuff. Watch it. Watch more of it. Watch more of it.
It'll show you. Yeah, I guess what is it? Recommended or featured or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've been listening to like a lot of sports. So I have a lot of different sports. Ooh, Key and Peele's live right now. But yeah, it's sometimes I'll get some random stuff. Beyond the Streams is my next video to watch. Watch Tech News, a weekly tech news, Doge to the Moon. Can it be stopped? That's my recommended video right now, my top one. I don't know if I like Netflix telling me what to do or telling me what to watch. What if you're there and you got kids and they throw some kind of horror movie? What was that thing that Netflix did? They had a ban, whatever it was, the Momo.
Oh, wasn't that YouTube? Was that Netflix?
No, that was YouTube.
That was YouTube, yeah.
What was? But it was a big, ugly thing that was telling kids to do some bad stuff. It's like, what
recommendations only work good if you are an avid profile user. But there's so many people that share profiles that it may not work for them. But if you don't share a profile, then you could be good with this recommendation thing. Because how many people either say or have heard someone say, I've watched everything in Netflix, especially over the last year in this pandemic. You know what I mean? And I guarantee there's stuff they haven't seen. They just haven't searched for it, or it hasn't come across their line. So this might be something that either, I don't know if it's going to help you, because who knows if the content's going to be any good.
Yeah. What's up, Preppy Mama? We see you.
What's up?
What's cracking? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think,
but I will give Netflix this one thing. We keep saying that instead of trying to reach out and grab new content, they need to fix their platform. And part of fixing the platform is creating new features, creating new ways to watch. So at least there's an effort.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of an effort, but there's an effort.
What they need to do is they need to team up with somebody else and drop their damn prices by half. Like, seriously? $17.99 for you to get 4K. If you get the basic, like, I don't know if people know this or not, but if you get the basic $8.99, the lowest, cheapest, whatever it is, you get access to one account or one device to log in, and it's in 480p. It's like, dude, really? 480? Who the freak watches at 480p? Yeah. I don't know. And then the next level is like the next level.
Yeah.
You like that one. $13.99, and you get 1080p, and it's two devices, and then it's $17.99, $18. They might as well just say $20 for 4K content. Freaking punks, man. Like the way they need somebody to come in, man. Like Peacock got WWE to come in, and at $4.99, you still get some ads, but you get a lot of freaking stuff. You could do the free stuff, of course, but I wouldn't pay Peacock $9.99 because of the you don't get free ads completely free. So I don't know. I got mixed feelings. This thing for Netflix, there's this thing that says not sure what to watch, choose play something, and we'll pick things up for you to watch based on your tastes. And then it has a button that says play something. So I know with Hulu, there's a thing that says what are your interests? So you could pick like dramas, comedies, like stuff like that. And once you pick all your interests, it kind of builds like a suggestion stuff,
Mhm.
which is great. Cool. Let me search in there. Um, what they should do is they should give you like a trailer for a trailer of some of these movies or TV shows based on your interest. Because if you think about it, if you're just like, oh, what is this Handmaid's Tale? And then you click on it, and then there's some kids in the room, and you're just like, whoa, cover your
Whoa.
eyes. Get
Yeah.
out of the room, kids. Because some of those episodes are very intense, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and you sometimes we don't even know. Like I recommended C to one of my cousins, and I didn't even realize I've watched the whole thing, but she hasn't, so I recommended it to her. And we started to watch it and put it on, and then next thing you know, there was some graphic content, some
Yeah,
inappropriate content for youngers, and we don't always remember these things or know. So
right there. Netflix kind of sucks.
there
It kind
was
of does.
there was an interesting article that because we're doing kind of a comparison between Netflix and YouTube a little bit. So I wanted to throw this up on the screen real quick. Let me see if I remember how to throw things up on the screen.
Just put add to thing, and then I'll add it there. What's up, Vatos? Stephen R is in the house. What's up?
So this article says YouTube is a media juggernaut that could soon equal Netflix in revenue. This kind of threw me off because I always assumed that Netflix had more revenue than, I mean, YouTube had more revenue than Netflix, right? The amount of AdSense, and they also have their movie rental platforms and their subscription services and stuff like that. So I thought that YouTube was always bigger than Netflix. However, when we did a show a couple weeks ago, we mentioned how Netflix is actually older than Google, so they've had a head start with residual income through subscriptions. So they've had a longer time to build their base. So it says Google's YouTube is already the world's largest online video platform. It continues growing the way that it has the last several quarters. It could also match Netflix in revenue by year's end. In its first quarter earnings report Tuesday, so this came out 2 days ago, Google's parent company Alphabet said YouTube brought in a revenue of $6 billion in advertising revenue during the quarter, up from $4 billion from a year ago, from a growth rate of about, it says 49%. That's a crazy growth rate. I thought that was 4.9%.
Oh yeah.
That's insane. Accelerated over 46% growth in Q4. It's also nearly twice the growth rate of Netflix, which reported 24% revenue growth in Q1. Expected growth rate to slow 19% the next quarter. So YouTube is growing faster than ever, according to this, which is surprising because we keep hearing about, oh, there's other platforms you guys can use. There's this, there's that. No, YouTube is the juggernaut, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Well, think about it. YouTube added all that whole section of free movies
Yeah.
and TV shows. So I could see that growth that people are going over there with, and then with their ads, it's going to be growing some more. Plus, they added that YouTube Red just recently, the YouTube Live TV,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
the subscriptions.
You know,
So yeah, I can see it, but I'm kind of shocked like you too, because I would think they would be bigger
the Netflix, right?
than Netflix.
Here's
But
an interesting question for you, right? With Amazon devices like Fire Sticks, Fire TVs, whatever it is, people have Prime, and Prime gives you access to Prime Video, right? You're able to watch some of that content for free. Do you think now that Google has Chromecast up as a streaming device that they could come out with something a like a membership program like that where they give you some of the access to some of their paid movie and TV show content?
Well, wouldn't that be YouTube Red?
Well, not just YouTube Red, right? Because for instance, they have the explore the free TV show and movie options. They have ads, but they also have ones that you can pay for. But if
Mhm.
they create a membership where you can stream and now they have the Chromecast device, could they create something that would rival the Prime membership?
Now, are we talking? Okay, who are we talking about to rival?
Well, I'm talking about YouTube creating something to rival the Amazon Prime membership, like their actual package, right?
Oh, I got it. I got
Right.
it. I don't know. The only thing I can see what they have is Red. Like they have those memberships already. They're kind of separated, like with the Red and Live TV. What
Mhm.
they need to do is just well, I don't have any of their services. I know some people do. I just like YouTube takes a lot of money as it is for content creators, so I will not support YouTube in any way possible besides making content and posting it there because I'm
Yo,
already supporting them enough.
I'm gonna get a sound effect that says salty. Salty.
Salty.
So hold on, let me paint a picture for you. You have Amazon Prime in the States, right?
Yeah,
Do you know what it costs for a yearly subscription?
I think it's $100.
Okay, so let's say $100. YouTube comes out with this package, right? It includes their live TV service. It includes ad free on their platform, including those free TV shows and movies, as well as viewing the actual YouTube content. And it includes some, not all, of the TV shows and movies that they sell on their platform too.
$100 for the year?
$100 for the year. Oh, we can't do $100 for a year because they charge what monthly for the live TV service. It would have to be a lot more,
Well,
wouldn't it?
they could bundle it. If they
Yeah,
did $100 for a year, then you're talking about like seven something, 750, 780, whatever a month, right?
they wouldn't do the live TV service that cheap. There's no way they would do it.
But if they did something like that, where they give you the base plan,
Maybe a couple channels or whatever, like some news.
yeah, just something like the base, whatever that is. Like, there's a lot of free channels out there that you can get. So if you can
Yeah,
put that in there and give you some channels that are, I guess, a little bit more premium, just a couple. So that way you have all your local stuff, you have a couple extra channels plus, then maybe.
because I think that there's going to be a lot more companies as we go into the future that are creating these bundled plans, and they have to do it to survive. We talked about Best Buy coming out with their members plan or whatever, and that includes a bunch of stuff under the Best Buy umbrella. But I think a lot more companies, if they're smart, they're going to start to bundle their services together and offer it for somewhat of a discount.
Mhm. What's up, Da Butcher?
Yeah, and
Da
that's
Butcher.
that's right what the butcher says. He says they have to pay too much to their providers, so they will be high. I agree. I agree with that. That's why maybe bundling the live service wouldn't be part of that. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I'm just saying that it would be an interesting option if Google does come out with some form of bundle.
Yeah, it definitely have to be some sort of bundle. I think because there's services out there already like Sling and stuff like that that
Mhm.
is not it's some of the stuff is not bad, but I know YouTube has been fighting with some providers and they've actually had to cut some channels out because of prices and they didn't want to deal with it. But does anybody know how much the YouTube live TV is
Last I heard, I thought it was around like 65, 70.
a month?
I'm checking right now if I can find it.
I don't know. Media companies want to sell their bundles and total cost jumps fast. 65, Butch says $65.
Yeah.
So right now, like some of the bundles that are out there, I've talked about Disney Plus, how great of a value that is. $13.99, you get Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN. You get Disney Plus, you get the Disney stuff, obviously Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic. And just recently, they just added Fox. They need to add a tab for Fox Studios movies and Fox Studios cartoons because they added a lot of stuff in there, and I'm just like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff in here. Mibson saying Disney is going to flag your show for that shirt. I know. Oh boy. There you go. That's your happy face. But they like Disney owns several TV shows or several channels, live channels that they could add, to Disney Plus. So
For sure.
I don't know. It's and ESPN covers your sports. Like I just think they have like the best package because you get Hulu, which has a bunch of variety. You get Disney, which takes care of the kids and man babies, and then you have hey, I like Marvel, I like some Disney cartoons, whatever. And then you also got your sports stuff, but the thing that they're missing is live. Unless it's UFC pay-per-view stuff from ESPN and some stuff in there, but if they could throw in there like some of their news channels, some of their broadcasting stuff, just a couple things in there just to cover some more stuff, is just gonna like their value is just gonna jump so much more.
Yeah, I really want to see Netflix do something with like the Comedy Network or the Comedy Channel, because to be honest, the only time something really interests me to go check out Netflix is when Dave Chappelle dropped something, because he had that 5-year 5-deal contract or whatever for whatever it was. And Dave Chappelle, you can't deny Dave Chappelle his legacy, right? Like he is one of the all-time greats that's still alive.
Yep.
Right. So that's one of the only things that I'm interested to watch Netflix on. And to be real, if I wanted to do it, I could really just get Netflix for that month and do a 1-month trial. And then I can watch my Dave Chappelle and be like, I'm done with you.
And be done. Yeah. What's up, Paper Plate? We see you. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's just a lot of stuff going on out there, and I think they need to do something better. Now, you did share something about Warner Media.
Yeah.
What was it? Warner Media plans to charge $9.99 per month for ad-supported HBO Max. Now, HBO Max is currently $14.99, I believe. So, are they looking to drop their price to $9.99?
Well, I think it's going to be a secondary package, right? So it's not necessarily dropping their price, but creating a cheaper option that's ad-supported.
Oh, $9.99 ad-supported though is just, I don't know. That sucks.
Who has an ad-supported service that's like $5 and then the actual paid version is 10? I swear there was a company, we talked about it last week. Peacock, right?
Peacock does. So Peacock, you have your free, and then if you do the $4.99, it adds like WWE Live. It opens up all of their originals plus the full library of movies and TV shows. $4.99. And in their whole kids section. And then if you go $9.99, it's not fully ad support either. It has a little asterisk. It says some shows or movies will still have advertisements. For me, I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna pay $5 more to maybe not get an advertisement. $4.99 to watch a minute, even 2 minutes. I'm good.
How are we going back to cable at this point? You remember when we would pay for cable and we were like, how am I paying for this stuff and seeing advertisements? Like they're making money off the advertisements and I'm paying for my monthly service and you're making money off me again. You're double dipping. How are we getting back there?
Well, there's a big difference now. Back then, for those channels to be supported, would throw those commercials, and those commercials paid extra money for those time slots. The shows typically would be anywhere from like 15 to 20 minutes out of a 30-minute time frame. So you'd be watching 10 to 15 minutes worth of commercials.
It's true.
Now, like I watch Hulu and you get maybe, I think the longest commercial I've ever seen on Hulu was a minute and a half. And within that minute and a half, I saw like 3 to 5 different advertisements. Yeah, one commercial.
One commercial was a minute and a half.
Well, no. It was an advertisement slot for a minute and a half, or yeah, a minute and a half, and it was like 3 to 5 advertisements
Okay.
within that time frame.
That's the same thing like how cable was, wasn't it?
Sometimes you had to wait 5 minutes.
Damn.
Sometimes you had to wait like 5 minutes. What's up, Touchdown? We see you. How's it going, dude? Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's $4.99, but think about it. Okay, think about this. When you had your cable company and you had to pay for your live TV, and then you had to pay for HBO to watch movies, or you had to pay for whatever to watch movies and TV shows, it was literally like every 10 to 15 minutes you're watching a movie commercial. If it was a TV show, it was every 2 to 5 minutes commercial. Hulu, from the movies that I've seen, they put a commercial in the very, very, very beginning, and it's usually about a minute and a half, and then no more commercials for the rest of the movie, which is great. If I'm watching a TV show, I was watching Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And I think I saw like 3 slots for advertisements. Sometimes they were in the beginning, it was like a minute, and then after that, it was like 30 seconds, and the very last one was like 15 seconds.
Right.
I'm okay with that. I'm paying $13.99 for that bundle, Disney, Hulu, and ESPN. But the one that I don't agree with, HBO Max, $14.99 ad free, but you're essentially getting whatever they're allowed to show, whatever rights they're allowed to show for their movies and TV shows. And the only thing that kind of makes me like wonder about HBO Max is like, oh, this is kind of cool, is when you could watch movies that are currently in theaters. I think
Right.
you get 30 days that you could watch it at home.
But that's changing next year, right? I think that's changing next year.
Is it?
I thought it was. Maybe it was a different service, but I know one of the services says that they're taking it back to theater release only, and then after it'll go to their streaming platform.
Oh, that was Disney Plus.
That was Disney Plus.
Disney Plus says that they're going to try to put their Disney movies back in theater first, and then they'll have that access on the. But I think it was like a select movies. But
Now,
I don't know, man.
HBO said that I don't know if it was HBO or the article, but they're basically saying that this is to compete with Netflix and go along the lines of the Netflix structure, saying that the advertising supported service is $9.99. It allow HBO Max to stand out significantly cheaper than Netflix, who we already don't like their pricing structure to begin with. Standard price is $13.99. HBO Max and HBO to have between 120 million and 150 million subscribers by the end of 2025. I don't know. You think they're going to be able to grow that much in the next few years? Because Netflix, their subscription base is 208 million, 209 million, somewhere around there. So they're projecting that HBO Max and HBO is going to have close to 150 million subscribers by the end of 2025. That's only about 4 years, right?
Yeah, but okay. The only way I will ever pay for a $9.99 ad supported HBO Max, I wouldn't even do the ad free. I'm okay watching advertisements. I really don't care. If anything, that keeps me in the loop of new TV shows that are coming out, or if a new phone is coming out, or whatever. Because I spend more time watching a movie or TV show than I do searching things on YouTube and stuff, reading the newspaper. What's up, Carl? Carl, what's cracking, dude? So I have mixed feelings on it, but okay. So check it out. The only way I will pay $9.99 for HBO Max is if they started offering those movies that were in the theaters more frequently, and good ones. Like, I was looking at this list. I'm just like, ooh, they have Godzilla and versus Kong. Cool. They had Suicide Squad 2. Cool. They have the new Matrix that's coming out at the end of the year.
Right.
Cool. But here's the thing. If I were to have to go based on those 3 movies, I would get HBO Max for the month of March and then cancel it.
Right.
And then I'd get it back again in July and then cancel it. And then I would get it again in December and then cancel it.
And we talk about it constantly about these companies are coming back around to nickel and diming us. But I think there's a lot more power still in our hands than ever was before. Because when we would get packages through the cable companies, they would be locked into contracts, right? A lot of times with these streaming platforms, we can sign up just for a month, or we can get a 1-month trial or whatever it is. So I think if you want to be an avid, binge watcher in today's society, you have to kind of plan this out and chart it out, saying, okay, I want to watch this stuff this month and that stuff next month. Like, you might have your Disney Plus bundle that you'll keep as your how do I want to call it, as your OG. It holds you down, you know what I mean? Because that's got, like we keep saying, that has the best value out of all the streaming services, right? But then you could have your side service.
Yeah.
And you could flop around between your side services and get your different streaming content from them and pick which ones you want for which month, right? And I think that's the best way to do it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Now, real quick, if I do have to run, I felt the house shake. Felt like an earthquake. Just saying. If this is an actual earthquake, there was a, let me see. I like to look at the map here because it tells me when there's like something close to my area, and apparently there was one somewhat close to me. So
you got too much natural disasters over there.
There was a 3.1 earthquake not that long ago, right now. Like a few seconds ago, and I just felt it, so hang on tight. So I don't know, let us know what you guys think about that. It's kind of and it's so true. This is so true. Most people never cancel a sub they start. People are lazy. That's 100%. So true.
I know for myself, I'm going to speak for myself. I have to do a better job with using voice assistant services and setting reminders for me to do things, because I'll forget, and it just keeps, next thing I know, I'm like, what's coming out of my bank card? Like, what is this? Where did this come from? And then I'll make a mental note. Okay, I got to call, or I got to reach out and cancel something. And because I made a mental note, it's forgotten. It's gone. I never did it.
Yeah.
We have so much tech that we got to start using it better.
Yeah. It's crazy. Carl says, was that the rattling we heard? Did you hear some rattling? Because this whole thing was shaking a little bit.
I don't know.
I was like, whoa.
Here's something interesting from that article. I'm just going to read it before we close out, but it says, paid TV distributors haven't been pleased with AT&T's decision to sell an advertising-supported HBO product at $5 less than HBO, according to people familiar with the matter. Distributors share revenue with HBO for subscriptions sold at anywhere from 30 to 60%, depending on the size. The people said an operator such as Comcast would take in nearly $9 of every customer's monthly $15 charge. With an advertising stream service, pay TV distributors will likely get a lower wholesale revenue sharing percentage, but will get other benefits such as advertising revenue. Two of the people said, it's weird how it's written. HBO hopes to deliver average revenue per user close to $14.99, if not higher, for its advertising supported product. If it can, the advertising inventory that converts to distributors may be valued enough to make up the difference in the revenue sharing loss. So not just us that we're upset, but the distributors too.
Yeah. So wanted to go on this next one about Peacock. Peacock signs up $9 million dollars or subscribers. Got to read this a little further, but 9 million after adding WWE and The Office. Oh, subscribers. Check this out. HBO added 2.7 million in the US. Netflix, because of their whole no more sharing thing, they've added an additional 4 million subscribers globally. But Peacock, when they added the TV show The Office and they added the WWE to it, they got 9 million subs during the first 3 months of this year. That's nuts.
That's pretty good, because I think the first, like, what was a few weeks that Disney Plus came out, they hit 10 million and their servers went down. And I haven't heard anybody complain about Peacock. There's been no complaints.
Well, they didn't have the people to do it yet. Yeah, but they're getting more and more.
Growth.
Huh?
Still exponential growth, right?
Mm-hmm. I think Peacock needs to. Oh, I know it's NBC. They need to team up with somebody like HBO or Netflix or somebody. But the thing is, like, I'm just looking at some of the shows that they have, Peacock, and some of it's on Hulu. So it's kind of like, are we just getting too many apps here that just, I don't know, just doesn't make sense? I don't know, but Peacock's growing. They do have the free app. That way you guys can check it out. Just remember, it is advertisement. So here's a cool one. You shared this one with me. Facebook will spend $5 million paying local reporters to join its news platform. Yeah, there you go. Redundant is the word. Thanks, Butch. What's up, Tim? We see you.
I don't know if Facebook can ever save themselves. Doesn't matter what they spend it on. It doesn't matter what they do. I don't know of anybody personally that will just be like, oh, Facebook added a new feature. Like what, their podcast feature that they're adding, or this new news feature, whatever they're planning on creating. No one's going to turn around and be like, I'm going to leave TikTok and go back to Facebook.
Dude. So check this out. I'm just reading this thing. This is going to get somebody in trouble. I could see a lawsuit happening. Oh my gosh. Okay. Facebook is prioritizing reporters in areas without an existing news source, some called news deserts. And you don't necessarily have to have a background. As long as you're reporting whatever it is that they want you to report on, they'll pay you.
You don't get a license to be a reporter. It's not like I am like look Iris West when she started started blogging about the Flash, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand, because this kind of goes against what Facebook's been notorious for, which is censoring things that they think is not part of their agenda. And now they're just going to say, oh, we're going to pay you as a reporter to create whatever there's got to be some kind of censorship. Like they're going to be like, you have to talk about this. I don't know. I don't see Facebook just giving people the Wild Wild West about reporting and just putting it on their platform. I don't see that.
We're going to be, it's already bad enough. Everybody's on TikTok trying to shake whatever they want to shake at a freaking gas station or Starbucks or wherever. And just be like, okay, look, I'm going to lip sync and dance and shake my butt. Now people are going to grab their phones and be like, breaking news. I'm over here in the middle of the desert and there's somebody getting robbed. Dude, this is going to be freaking crazy.
Look, this is exactly what I was talking about. So let me see if I can, hold on. No,
$5 million investment, dude. This is nuts.
This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts, because they're notorious for blocking information and news that they think is not legitimate. And to the point where, an article came out yesterday. I'm just going to it literally says Facebook temporarily blocks the hashtag calling a PM from India to resign, right? So they're censoring free speech on social media, and they got in trouble for that. So Facebook came out and they're like, oh, we're sorry. We didn't mean to do that. And then they're going to say, oh, we're going to give the Wild Wild West to reporters that aren't even legitimate. I don't see that happening. It's going to be some kind of agenda. There's going to be some kind of agenda about it for sure.
This is nuts. It's interesting though. Oh yeah. Okay. So wanted to see what everybody is out there. What do you guys think about all this thing? Are any of you guys going to jump on Facebook and become a reporter? If you're thinking about it, they are actually. I thought I read too that they're willing of paying 100,000 in advance.
In advance?
In advance.
What if they've already disabled and banned my Facebook groups? Can I still apply to be a Facebook reporter?
Probably not. You've been banned. They kicked you out.
Blacklisted.
They kicked you out. Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments if anybody's going to be doing anything like that. I probably would stay away. If I see anybody out there with a cell phone, I'll probably throw an egg at them if I see them. Do I have to speak proper English?
I don't know. Who knows? Check it out.
Jason's like, well, maybe for that kind of money. You probably have to sign some kind of contract saying that you're stuck in there doing whatever they need you to do. Watch, and it's going to be like something dumb, like you have to go report anywhere between the times of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. I'm moving end of the year, so free time. Oh, that's right. He is moving, huh?
He's coming over here.
No, he's going north of you.
Well, yeah, I'm still closer to me than
he's going to the real north. You're borderline. You're like semi-US.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I still get free healthcare.
Whatever. I don't.
Oh my god. Okay. There was an article that was put out. I wanted to talk about it briefly because it's going to be interesting as more and more places start to open up. And the article goes on to say Google just rolled out a new feature to help you plan post-vaccine traveling. Now, I thought this was really interesting because there's a lot of things happening, and a lot of access to making travel easier for us with inventions like Airbnb, Lyft, Uber, and that kind of stuff, right? So with Google trying to, help you plan your travel, and you have access to Uber, Lyft, and Uber Eats and Airbnb, how do you guys feel about traveling after the pandemic? Are you guys still concerned? Are you guys still worried about it? What's your viewpoints on it?
So here, okay, so here's the real question. What are your viewpoints about getting the vaccine?
Oh my God, you really want to do that right now?
The thing is, with traveling, I found out that a lot of these places you're going to need some sort of vaccine proof.
Yep.
You need that little paper that says this is the vaccine that I got and these are the dates.
Right.
Or date, depending on which one you got. It's almost twofold. It's like if you're going to travel, you have to get the vaccine.
You're going to have to. It's like in order to put your kids in school, they have to have certain vaccines. At least here. I don't know how it is in America, but here they have to have shots to go to school.
Yeah, it's the same. I think it's the same worldwide.
Yeah.
But dude,
it's just these vaccines are so new and they've been pushing everything out. There was an article that was put out this week here locally that somebody died from a blood clot from one of the vaccines. And, I read the comments on it was like, okay, you've talked about someone dying from the blood clot, but talk about how many people didn't die from the side effects. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this right now.
So some pretty good comments here. Here we go. He's making some bootleg vaccine passports. Okay, next level. I'll ask you this question. Have you been vaccinated yet?
I've never been vaccinated from anything since I was a kid. I've never taken a flu shot. So there's your answer.
Are you going to get vaccinated?
The best way I can put that is resistance is futile. I'm not actively going out to get a shot, but I think that it's going to come to a point where in order for me to do certain things in society, like we talked about traveling and whatnot, I'm going to have to be vaccinated. And I'm not going to run out and do it. When I get to that point, that's what it is.
1 blood clot per 1 million.
Blood clot.
Exactly. I see that. I see that statistic. I got my Johnson and Johnson shot, the one that they took off because of that statistic right there. Mipson saying I'm considering the vaccine. I'm waiting to see more results. Now, okay. So here's the one thing that made me a little bit more comfortable getting the vaccine. Numbers have been dropping here in the States. That's the one thing that we've been seeing. I'm not saying people are not getting the COVID. When it comes to people being hospitalized, there's less and less people that are going to the hospital that are needing some kind of assistance to breathe. Yeah, the J&J shot, the Johnson shot, that's the only one that's 100% guaranteed to keep you out of the hospital if you get COVID. Now, if you get a blood clot, that's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get COVID, that's the only one that's 100% guaranteed. That doesn't mean that you won't get the COVID, and it doesn't mean that you won't get extremely sick.
The butcher man.
I got vaccine because I heard I get better 5G, so I was all in. Give me the 5G. Hey, you're a mobile hotspot. Let me let me connect to you.
So here in the North Country, our numbers for the cases have been exponentially growing. And it's partially because the US doesn't want to share their vaccine with us.
We're not trying to share it with anybody because of how bad it got here, and we don't have enough for ourselves, which I kind of get. Dude, Mexico is also complaining and asking and saying, dude, we need some too. So is India. India was all over the news. Like, what's literally happening, and this is like, oh man, I hate to say this. I was in the Marine Corps. The Marines are known as the world's 911 force. When somebody's in trouble, who do they call? Not Ghostbusters.
I almost said it.
I know you were going to. That's why I said it before you did. They called the United States every single time. And what do? Here we go. Let's go help them out. And we do that to everybody. The US it puts their noses in everybody's business, and we're all over the place all the freaking time. But when it comes the other way around, when we're just like, we need help, what does everybody do? Flip us off and say, go to hell. So do I feel bad that we're not giving help to anybody? Right now, I'm just like, you know what? We need to take care of our own. As soon as we have it under control.
If there's any country that the States should be helping out, it's Canada, because anything that the States does, Canada's right behind them. We're like, yeah, we support you. Yeah.
Okay, that's true. That is true. That is true. That is true. But not everybody else. Everybody else, they're just like, you know, they're like, yeah, we're friends. As soon as we turn our back, they're flipping us off.
I mean, Canada did one time burn down the White House, but that's besides the point.
It's I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I think I think what everybody, and it sucks to say this, it's kind of like every country for themselves. Everybody just needs to control what they currently have, because if we start spreading thin, like think about it. If we said, sure, let's help everybody out and we'll try to get ourselves under control, then it's just going to prolongate us getting in control and everybody else along with it. Why don't we just ramp up, get everybody who wants to get vaccinated or who wants to get treated, and then as soon as we hit cap, dude, we the North, here you go. Mexico, you're right next to us, here you go. Like everybody, let's try to help out as many people as we can. And I think the United States has always been known to help out as many people as we can, even if we're wrong at doing something that we probably shouldn't be doing.
Depending on how you think you're helping, right?
And you know what's the scary part? Is this comment right here. I want to see long-term effects of the vaccine. You're going to wait years.
Yeah.
Before that happens. That's scary because this thing is here now. So what do? I wished that these vaccines had COVID in it, because that is what a vaccine does. They have the flu, when you get the flu shot, it's a strain of the flu. So your body builds immunity to it, and it has, and not even immunity, it just builds strength against it.
Resistance.
Resistance, right?
Yeah.
I wish that they had some kind of dead COVID strain of any sorts.
But I'm hearing that some people here, after they get the shot, they're sick for a few days.
Well, yeah, that's because their body is building white cells. It's attacking this thing, whatever it is. It's supposed to mimic what COVID does, and it's supposed to make you better and stronger. But that doesn't mean you're building vitamins or minerals or whatever that your body needs.
Becoming a super soldier?
Yeah, you're not becoming a super soldier. That's all it is. So it's kind of scary that they're giving us these vaccines that don't have the stuff that where you need protection from. But what it is doing is that it's making us, I don't know, stronger. It's kind of like taking vitamin C. Here's vitamin C. It doesn't prevent you from getting the cold or the flu, but it gets you stronger. So when you do get the cold or the flu, it's not as bad. That's how I kind of see these shots going around. It's just so that way it's not as bad. So that way you don't get hospitalized, so hopefully they come with a good solution or a better solution. Hopefully the numbers are trending in a better way. So that way we can travel and visit each other and see what the hell this Google rollout thing is. But yeah, it's scary moments. We're still like, India's getting the worst of it right now. Brazil is getting the worst of it still. So it's scary. It's just very, very scary to think of what's happening. And hopefully, I don't know.
So just to clarify Google's new feature, it says they announced new features to help you plan your post-vaccine travel. The disparity of rules in vaccinated populations between countries, states, and continents can make it difficult to know where to go or what will happen upon arrival. So now you can sign up to have Google email you about COVID-19 travel advisories once you've made your plans. This method is much easier than before the pandemic method, and signing up for travel advisories to, for example, a state agency. So yeah, that's just basically an email alert.
Yeah. Sure. And Mibson says, I was amazed India held out for this long. Exactly. When they have India and China, biggest populations in the world, So yeah, don't want to get too far into it. We're already getting towards the end of the show. Hope you guys have appreciated this one. Next, anything you want to say? I know it's kind of like we're like ending it because it's almost an hour, guys. So
yeah, we got to get going. So much.
We got to get going. Got to get some stuff to going. So
as usual, if you guys are listening to us on the podcast, make sure you drop us a review. You hit the thumbs up, like, comment, all that kind of good stuff. It helps people like you that are interested in the content that we discuss stay up to date with some of the crazy news that we see that's going on. This is one of the best ways to stay up with some of the news that's going on around you, as well as the tech news and streaming and all that kind of good stuff. So yep. If you are watching us on the YouTube side, make sure you leave us likes, comments, and subscribe. As a reminder, we go live every Thursday on the Beyond the Streams YouTube channel. And there's also the BS Clips channel, which gives you small, little bite-sized versions of the podcast, which is an awesome way to get access to it. Yeah. So that's it, man.
Sweet. Everybody, make sure you guys do hit the thumbs up before we get out of here. Real quick, Butch, if you're free, let's try to get you on. There's a topic that Next Level and I have we just recently talked about, and we're gonna be bringing somebody in. I think it'll be cool if we actually have Butcher join in on that conversation. We have to watch something, and we have to have him watch something though before we do it. So
probably has already seen it.
He probably has already seen it. So yeah, Butch, we'll get in contact with you. But it would be cool if we could have you on here for one of our episodes. So yeah, with all that being said, hope you guys are doing good. Make sure you guys do leave us a comment. As soon as the show is over, refresh, leave us a comment. What do you guys think about all these streaming apps and all that stuff? Is so much information out there, guys. So if look at what you're paying for. If you're like, I still have Netflix, cancel stuff that you don't use. Like, it's the only way these guys are going to actually feel it, which is their pockets. So try something else out. There's other services out there that's really, really good, better deals. So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. With all that being said, we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.